Welcome everyone, Joe with ECRM at our personal care, healthcare, and baby and infant sessions here in California. And with me is Mike Galaburda from NielsenIQ, who just gave a presentation on trends and opportunities in the industry. We're going to talk about one in particular in this video. So thank you for your presentation. And you mentioned that, because of inflation, consumers are taking different tactics as far as how they're shopping. Can you talk a little bit about those tactics?
Yeah, and first of all, thanks for having me, Joe. It's a pleasure speaking here. So, yeah, we're seeing actually that consumers are using up to 4, sometimes more different tactics all in conjunction with each other. A couple of the top ones being that they are trading down products to cheaper ones. They are trading outlets to cheaper outlets. And they are stocking up on their favorite brands when they go on sale.
Okay.
But also, some are moving to private label options as well.
Okay, I know one thing that I do, I definitely fall into some of those categories, but for example, coffee. When I get coffee, I know there's one particular brand that I like that goes on sale at my local drugstore every 3 months. So I wait till it goes on sale and then I'll just buy like 6 bags of it. And because I know by the time those are done, another sale will come and I just wait for that. So that falls into one of those.
You are a perfect example of a consumer who is trying to manage down their spend by employing one of those tactics, for sure.
Okay. And then you also talked about switching channels, like the way they shop. Could you go into a little more detail about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we all know that there's some more expensive retailers out there and there's some less expensive retailers out there. And to continue on your coffee example, there's certainly going to be consumers who used to buy their kind of normal sized coffee at a food or grocery retailer who is now opting to actually get that at club instead, where they can get a much larger size that theoretically will last much longer and maybe a little bit more economical for their family. So that's an example of someone kind of shifting from one channel to another to help manage that spend down.
Okay, now are they going to a lot more different stores now because of that?
People shop different channels for different types of things, and they often go to multiple different stores to get what they need. But today's consumer is also time constrained, especially hustling and bustling families. And I think a lot of them are looking for the efficiency of trying to buy most of what they need in one place. But that's where e-commerce comes into, right? Because we know that there's going to be certain things that you forgot at the store or things that you run out of before you're ready to actually go back to the store. And a lot of consumers are getting really, really comfortable doing e-commerce delivery of all sorts of different items, whether it's food or personal care, which is kind of like an additional trip or an occasion, right? So I think to your point, there may be more trips happening.
Excellent. Well, and then the last point is cutting back. Right, that's they're taking austerity measures, so to speak, and just buying less stuff.
Yeah, and we've seen that in terms of consumer intent, consumers say that they're going to cut back a little bit more so on food categories, but 32% of consumers still say they plan to cut down on health and personal care and baby categories as well. But during my presentation, I kind of showed this, that what people say and what people do doesn't always line up. And actually we're seeing an increased spend in health and personal and baby categories, even though people say that they're cutting back. So it really shows the resilience of this category and the importance to the consumer.
Excellent. All right, well, thanks again for the presentation.
Thank you.